A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hi everyone, welcome to A+ English. I am Kat.
And I'm Elsie.
And we are talking about a very special story today called When Aidan Became a Brother.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a story about a transgender child. Transgender issues have been in the news a lot lately. What could you say they were about?
It's about like how people, recognize them differently. Yeah, and they choose to become another gender.
Right, like if you were born and people think you're a boy, but actually you're a girl, like you feel like a girl and you get really upset when people call you a boy, then you are a transgender girl. Or the opposite is if you are born and people think you're a girl and you feel like a boy and you like in your whole body you feel like you're supposed to be a boy, that makes you a transgender boy.
Right.
Right, so that's transgender, and we're talking about a story about a transgender boy today. So we first have our warm-up question. Do you like your name? Would you want to change it? Why or why not?
Do I like my name? You mean Chinese name or English name?
Either.
Either. I do like my names, both my names.
Great.
Actually, I chose them too.
Oh yeah, you chose your Chinese name too?
Yes, because
really?
When I was in junior high school, my mom and my grandma took me to a fortune teller.
Oh.
And the fortune teller gave us, a lot of choices of names.
See.
So I chose my own names.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yep.
I actually just recently changed my own name.
Oh, yes.
Right, because you all know me as Kat, but I decided to start going by Aoife.
Aoife.
Yeah, it's a Gaelic name. It means radiant, like shiny like the sun.
Wow.
And it's got a lot of meaning for me. And so, I like my old name fine. I like my new name better, let's say. So yeah, there's people who are transgender often change their names because their old name reflects who people thought they were, and their new name is who they actually are. So Aidan is a name chosen by this little boy, and we're going to talk about his story and how he feels about himself. So let's get into the article and find out more.
When Aidan became a brother. Warm-up question. Do you like your name? Would you want to change it? Why or why not?
When Aidan's parents had a baby, they said,
It's a girl.
They gave him a girl's name. His room looked like a girl's room, and he wore girl's clothes. As a kid, though, he hated the sound of his name. He didn't like his room, and he ripped and stained his clothes on purpose.
Our story begins when Aidan's parents had a baby. They said, it's a girl!
Okay, the parents said it's a girl, so Aidan was a girl.
Yeah, Aidan had, what people think of as a girl's body.
Okay.
Right. They gave him a girl's name. His room looked like a girl's room, and he wore a girl's clothes. So they're saying him and he here, but this is when they thought he was a girl.
Okay.
Right.
But he didn't like any girly stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about what he does to those clothes when he's, a kid. But they bought him really girly clothes. Probably a lot of pink or things with flowers, which those aren't always have to be girly, but a lot of people think of them as girls' things.
Right. But Aidan didn't like those dresses or skirts.
Right.
His parents bought him.
Yeah, they bought him those, and he was like, no, they're not for me.
Right, so when I was growing up, I hated wearing dresses and skirts. What about you?
I actually really liked wearing dresses and skirts. When I was a little girl, I hated wearing pants.
Okay.
I wanted to wear dresses all the time.
I think you mentioned that before. Like you did love wearing skirts and dresses.
I did, yeah. And even though now, like, I consider myself, like, female but non-binary, but I still like to dress femininely. Yeah. So as a kid, though, he hated the sound of his name. It's like if Elsie had a boy's name. Like if somebody named you Eric, that'd be kind of weird because Eric is like a boy's name.
But I might like that name.
You might like that name if people called you Eric?
But actually, I had a different English name before.
Oh, really?
I was named Jennifer.
Jennifer.
And I hated it.
Oh. You didn't pick your name?
I didn't at that time. So
okay.
I, changed my name.
Yeah, I know a lot of Taiwanese people have changed their name from like one thing to another. So I know like there's a Sharon who used to be Melanie, there's a Leslie who used to be Coco, something like that. Yeah, so yeah.
I have a question for you. What made you change your name from Kat to
Aoife?
Aoife.
Yeah, it's I am going through like a new chapter in life and opening up my mind, and
That's
so
nice.
like it's a long story, but it's sort of like it's the person I want to become. Yeah. So yeah, Aidan didn't like his name, his old name.
Right.
He didn't like his room. And he ripped and stained his clothes on purpose. So he probably was like, if I have to wear this dress, I'm gonna make it dirty.
So he didn't like the dresses, the skirts, he didn't like his name, and he didn't like his room.
Right.
He seemed to know what he was doing.
Yeah, he was thinking like, this isn't who
What
I
I want.
am. This isn't me. I don't like being like this. So he decided to show his parents in different ways that he didn't like the way that they named him.
Was Aidan just a different kind of girl? Some girls liked science and collected bugs. Lots of girls didn't wear dresses. However, Aidan didn't feel like any kind of girl at all. He really felt like a boy. It was difficult to tell his parents at first. However, Aidan had to be true to himself.
All right, so the article goes on to ask a question. Was Aidan just a different kind of girl? Some girls liked science and collected bugs. That's true. There are some girls who, they don't like girly things, but they're still girls. Those are called tomboys, like those kind of girls who don't really like to wear dresses, but they're not boys. Yeah.
But is tomboy a negative term or?
No.
It's okay.
It's just means a girl who's kind of boyish. It's not a negative term.
So like when I was in elementary school, I loved playing different kinds of ball games.
Okay, and maybe people would say you were a tomboy.
Yeah.
And because you hated dresses too. So you could be a tomboy, I think. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good question because lots of girls didn't wear dresses. That's true.
Yeah, like what I said, I didn't like wearing dresses or skirts. So, but you said you did love wearing those.
I did, and I'm not good at sports. I tried many sports, but I'm not good at them.
Interesting.
So, I mean, I'm not a tomboy almost in any sense. I'm very feminine, which means I like a lot of things that are girl things. Yeah. However, Aidan didn't feel like any kind of girl at all. He really felt like a boy.
Okay, and I bet Aidan was young, right? Like really, really young.
Yeah, probably, as soon as he could talk, he probably started telling them like, I'm a boy.
So I have a student just like him.
Oh, really?
She always, tells me that she loves short hair. She loves, color blue, not pink. And she's short that she's a boy.
So maybe in the future she will come out as transgender, or maybe she will decide that actually she's not, and that's okay too. Either way, it's okay, and it's good for kids to explore who they are so they can know the truth, no matter what it is. It was difficult to tell his parents at first.
Oh, I think our culture, it's 10 times harder.
I believe it, because I think some older people don't even have an idea like what is transgender. They, like, you tell them like, I'm a boy, and they're like, huh? What? Huh? What? I don't understand. And the people who do have an idea sometimes are very afraid of it.
Yeah.
Like they think that, like, there's a lot of like fighting going on in the US right now over this issue. And there's a lot of like bad information out there about how kids are being made to be transgender. You can't make a kid be transgender. They either are or they aren't. So, however, Aidan had to be true to himself. Yeah, so he had to be true to himself, which means he had to be truthful. He had to tell the truth. So he told his parents
Okay, good for
that
him.
he was a boy. I wonder how they reacted.
I guess we'll have to wait until tomorrow to know how they reacted.
Yeah, I guess so. So I guess that's the end of day 1, where we learn about what was Aidan feeling when he was living as a girl, and how he eventually told his parents that he is a boy.
是的，那我们接下来要看单字的部分了。今天我们看到的第一个单字是 baby， 好，这么简单一个单字，但是也是很有学问的。baby 的意思呢是婴儿跟宝宝。那就年龄来说呢，一个人会从婴儿，也就是 baby 的时期开始成长到1到3岁的幼童。那幼童的英文是 toddler，T-O-D-D-L-E-R。那再来就会变成什么呢？再来就会变成儿童，那英文就会变成 child。接着就到 teenager， 也就是青少年，然后就变成年人了，那就是 adult。单字例句给我们的是呢 ，The baby is only 3 months old, so his parents carry him everywhere。那个婴儿才3个月大，所以他的父母到哪都抱着他。那再来看到第二个单字就是 hate 这个动词咯，它的解释是讨厌。那你讨厌做一件事情，你后面可以怎么样接续下去呢？你可以说 hate to do something， 也就是 to 加上原形动词，或者是 hate加上 V-I-N-G， 也就是说呢 I hate getting up early in the morning， 我讨厌早起这句话你也可以说成 I hate to get up early in the morning。 那再来啊，如果你在 hate 的字尾加上 r 变成 hater， hater 它是一个名词哦，它指的是什么呢？就是对什么事情都讨厌看不顺眼的人，在网络上你可以指酸民或是黑粉。好，那单字例句给的是呢 I hate this TV show, please change the channel。 我讨厌这个电视节目，麻烦请转台。那第三个我们看到的是一个片语on purpose， 好，代表的是故意的，所以如果你是故意做某事 you do something on purpose。 For example, Did you do it on purpose？ 你刚刚那样做是故意的吗？好，那里面我们看到的这个 purpose， 它是一个名词，代表目的哦。那单字例句给的是呢 Timmy knocked over his sister's toy on purpose to make her sad。 Timmy 故意推倒他妹妹的玩具，来让她难过。那接下来到了第4个单字是 true 这个形容词，在我们的课文当中啊，解释为忠实的、忠诚的。Be true to yourself， 那就是坚持自己的信念，要做自己认为是对的事情。那另外呢 ，true 还可以解释为真正的或是真实的，像是 true friends， 那就是真正的朋友。True love， 那就是你的真爱。那另外呢 ，true 还有另外一个解释是正确的，像是你写考卷的时候，可能会看到 true or false 这样的一个大题，那就是要你写对或错。单字例句给的是呢 My best friends are always true to me. I can trust them with anything. 我的挚友们总是对我很忠诚，我什么事情都可以信任他们。那最后 Magic Box 我们还讲到的是 not at all 的用法，它代表的是一点也不。Not 代表前面你要放一个否定，好，然后加了 at all， 那就可以来加强语气用的。所以呢，像我们说 I don't like him at all， 那就是我一点都不喜欢他。或者是呢 She didn't sleep at all， 那就是她一点觉也没有睡，根本沒有睡覺的意思。
Review time.
All right, so for our review time today, I thought we could have a few little short chats using some of the words that we learned here.
So we have baby, hate,
on purpose,
and true.
Yes. So, I mean, you know, every auntie, every grandma will always ask the adult women especially, when will you have a baby? I'm not asking you that.
Oh my God, they love this question so much.
I will not ask you that. I'll ask you, do you like babies?
Oh, it's just a different way to ask the same question.
No, I mean, like, if you have other people's babies to watch or something like that.
Yeah, I like to watch, my friends' babies.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, do I really want one? Maybe not now.
Yeah, maybe not now.
But I might change my answer in the future.
Yeah, I mean, you can always change your answer. I didn't think that I wanted babies. Now I'm thinking about, like, maybe maybe sometime in the future. Maybe I'll have a baby on my own. I don't know. So, yeah. How about hate?
Okay, I got a question for you. Like a really, boring one.
Okay.
What do you hate the most
What do I hate the most?
in your life?
In my life? I don't hate anything in my life. I think right now, because I am in the process of moving, the thing I hate is that I have so many things. I have so much stuff, and I need to make it go away somehow. I have to sell it, or I have to give it away, or I have to throw it away, or I have to take it with me to the US. And it's very stressful.
It's a headache.
It's very stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing I hate the most right now.
So if you ask me the question, I'll say I hate doing house chores.
Yeah, I'm used to that by now, but I mean, I guess
you.
it's kind of, I hate scooping the litter box. It's like
you don't
my
like doing that?
My cat's poop box.
Uh-huh.
Nobody likes that. Who does?
I'm okay with that.
Okay, you're okay with it, but do you like it?
I don't like it, but I don't
Nobody
hate
likes
it.
poop. Ugh. Anyway, so let's see. On purpose. Would you ever... do you know how to cry on purpose?
I don't. I can't.
Oh, really?
Can you?
If I think about it for a little while, if I have a little time,
So if
I can make myself cry.
If I say, hey, cat, can you cry?
Right now?
Yeah. Or in 10 seconds?
In 10 seconds? No.
1 minute?
In maybe 2 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you have to think about something.
I have to think about something really heavy and sad. Yeah. Yeah. There's a book where there's a little owl and he is trying to make tear soup. So he thinks about a lot of sad things and puts his tears in a bowl.
Who's going to have that soup?
He is.
Oh, okay.
It's salty water. I mean, Okay. True. Let's see. To be true. How do you be true to yourself?
How do I be true to myself?
Yeah.
It's a good question. Maybe
What do you have to do to be true to yourself?
What do I have to do to be true to myself? I have to constantly remind myself what I really want.
What you really want?
I have to have a conversation with myself. Maybe not every day, but probably twice a month.
Yeah, I think a lot about what do I need?
Yeah, sometimes
And what
we
do I
forget.
actually need? What is a need and what is a want?
Oh.
Yeah, because there are some things we think we need, but we don't actually need them. Yeah. So, yeah, there are different ways to be true to yourself, be honest with yourself, and that's what this story is about. We're going to learn more about it in day 2, so we'll see you for the next one. Bye!
Bye.
Magic Box.
皆さんこんにちは，米豆子我又再次与各位见面喽。很多同学们啊都好奇，明明是日本人的我，为什么我的中文会这么好呢？ Chinese sounds amazing， 有什么好不学的呢？而且啊，不瞒你们说，其实呢，我在台湾有好多的好朋友所以啊，我常常来台湾玩哦，因此中文呢也是讲得越来越好呢。My Chinese got better after I visited Taiwan for several times。那当然，除了中文能力以外，英文呢也是我的强项哦。有没有发现 Nesco 真的是好国际化哦？那今天呢，就来发挥一下 Nesco 的英文实力，跟各位解释一下这个连缀动词的部分喽。其实啊，开头的句子呢就有出现了，还记得我说 Chinese sounds amazing 这句话就是在说中文听起来真的很棒句中的 sound 有听起来的意思，它也是连缀动词的一种哦。像这种跟五官相关的连缀动词，还有像是 look 看起来， smell 闻起来， taste 尝起来， feel 感觉起来，这些啊都是很常见的哦。这些连缀动词呢，后面呢会直接加上形容词，像刚刚说的 sounds amazing 听起来很棒。 或是说啊，我想起了第一次吃那个臭豆腐的时候，哦天哪，那味道真的是臭到不行，It smells really bad， 闻起来真的是超臭的。那其实啊，这样子的连缀动词后面呢也是可以接名词的哦，只不过要特别注意的是，要多加一个 like 给它哦。例如说，Your socks smell like stinky tofu。天哪，如果呢臭成这样子，真的是该丢了。因为呢，我刚刚说什么？你的袜子跟臭豆腐一样臭啊！想到呢就很吓人了。那当然，连缀动词呢还有其他像是另外一句说的哦。My Chinese got better after I visited Taiwan for several times。其中的 get 也是属于连缀动词的一种哦，后面一样接上了形容词，整句啊就是在说我的中文呢，在探访台湾好几次之后呢，变得更好了。还有常见的像是 seem、appear、keep、become 等等的，这些呢都算是连缀动词哦。You guys seem very sleepy. Wake up！ 大家给我起来，看起来太想睡了吧？好啦，赶快去练习看看连缀动词的更多用法吧。Practice more so you'll become better in English.